We wanted to make a video today. We wanted to make a video on some of the spiral lines. So the idea is one shoulder to the opposite side hip, right? So if we have activation, good activation on one shoulder, then we can kind of halfway assume that we're going to have good activation on the opposite hip, and then vice versa. If we don't have good activation on one shoulder, then we can assume that we don't have activation on the other hip, and then we also can assume the muscles in between would be kind of going with that same ideology. And so that's what we're going to test out here. So first, what we're going to do is go after the right glute. The right glute is actually going to be strong here, or sorry, not the right glute, the right lat is going to be strong. And so I'm going to go ahead and just pull out. Good, strong, and now we're going to go on to the left lat and do the same thing, and go. Not as strong there. And so what that's telling us is just at the very beginning, now we know what side of the shoulder posteriorly and then the back is working and what side is not working. And now once we know that this quadrant isn't working, we can guess that the other quadrant isn't going to be working as well either. So now I'm going to go into the right glute and test out the same thing. Let's see if that is strong. So I'm going to push up and just move my pressure and go. And same thing, so that's not strong. And now this is going to be what is interesting. So if we have not good strength here within the left posterior chain, or the left lat on this side, and then the right glute on this side, well then what's always going to be active is going to be the opposite side of that. So now we're going to go and test her oblique from right to left, and because we found that those two are weak, now this we can expect is going to be strong because she's always in, or much more likely to be in this position. So I'm just going to go here, move my pressure, and go. Very, very strong. All right, excellent. Okay, and now what we can also assume now is that the other side is going to be the opposite of that. So we already tested strong on the right lat. Now let's have you scoot over. Let's test the left glute. I'm gonna push up and go. Also strong. All right, so now we have strong in the posterior, but now we can expect, or we want to test to see if she's strong in the anterior within the obliques. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to pull like that and go. And not as strong. And so this is really just a case of having one side being more dominant in the posterior chain and the other side being more dominant in the anterior chain. What the exercises that I would do to try to fix this would just be to have her in a standing position just on the opposite side. So if we have strength within the left glute, then we'd want to have flexion within the left leg because the glute does extension, so we want to put her into flexion here, and then we'll just go with the reverse side. So we come and have her come up with the right arm and be in a flex position there, and then trying to extend here. We could start it out laying if you want to make it so it's most stable, and then make it so she does a standing, and that will help her to improve these movements. And then we could also put her into more functional activities that include shoulder flexion, extension, so on and so forth. But this is just the basics and trying to fix a problem like that. Thanks for watching.